when I was on the plane back from our recent shows in California. It was
Thank you, everybody
flight.
who came out to see us, by the way. It's fucking great.
We didn't
great
fart once during the whole show. You're welcome.
The second flight back, which should be about 50 minutes long from Atlanta to Charleston. And I'm in the flight, and it gets to be like the last 5 minutes of the flight. And they make the announcement like, okay, everybody strap in because we're about to land. And I think, damn it, I should have peed. Because I really need to pee, and then I kind of like raise my hand. I'm like, can I I signal?
Always cool.
Okay?
Always,
can I?
Always the look.
And she's like, no, like this, don't. So I'm like, okay, fine.
And then made me think you were saying, can I land the plane? Can I go with it? Can I take it? I've just always wanted to, if I could. I'm a pilot with wings.
I don't want to do the landing. I just want to do a loop. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and get onto the bathroom. They said no. So then it goes to land, and then I see the airport, and then we pass the airport. Oh no! And then we start doing a loop.
One of them.
And this guy is doing one of those. So now we're taking a loop. I see that loop start, and I know, oh no, I really had to pee before, but now I really, really got to pee. And then the guy goes around in 5 minutes, and he does a loop, and then he's about to land at the airport, and then he goes right past it, and we're going again. And then I look at her, the flight attendant, and she looks at me, and she's like, what can you do, man? Sorry, man, we're looping.
That's life.
That's life. We're looping. Guys, we loop for a third time, and now the need to pee has gone beyond the sort of like, I'm up against physical...
Exquisite pain, I think they call it.
I'm up against physical limits. I'm up against physical barriers, right?
Yeah.
I'm now at this point, I look at her, and I have put my backpack onto my lap because I have decided, like, I'm going to have to pee my pants a little bit,
right?
But I'm
just
terrified.
To release the pressure.
Just to release the pressure, but I'm terrified that, like, if I start peeing, that I won't be able to stop. This is how bad.
Hubris to think you could cut a midstream sitting peeing pants. No way.
Right.
This is an emergency controlled burn scenario.
Yeah, right. As a Hail Mary, I look at her and I just say, please. And she picks up the phone.
Yeah, we got a real piss boy situation.
She picks up the phone and she calls the pilot.
Justin, how are you just now telling us this story, man? This is fucking solid gold, dude.
She domed you into begging to pee, and then she had to, like, let the captain know, like, I got another one.
Did the captain have to stop driving the plane for a couple minutes so you could... Is that...
I think you can argue that there was at least a half moment of some attention that I had diverted from the landing of the plane to my person.
Did he say please? Okay, yeah.
That's all he said, sir. That's all he said was please.
How pathetic does he look? Does he backpack and lap like he's about to business pants to release the pressure?
He probably thinks he can just do a little bit, but we've seen otherwise, haven't we, Patricia?
Yeah, we don't want to have to replace another seat, do we?
She looks at me, and she says, I'm sorry. Shakes her head. He says we're landing soon.
Heard that before.
So we land, and at this point, I'm thinking to myself, please pee. I'm thinking to myself, pee your pants, Justin. It'll be okay. You won't die. You won't die. They'll put you in jail maybe for something, but, like, you're not going to die from it. You're going to be okay. Yeah. And I was telling myself to pee.
Did you get the impression that the pilot at least tried to give the smoothest landing possible an acknowledgement of your discomfort?
Yeah. It was a humdinger. And then we land, and we are rolling up to the airport, and I'm doing the thing where, like, I'm just, I'm ready. I'm, like, pushed down in my seat, ready to go. Yeah. And then the plane stops about 20 yards short, and they say, folks, due to a lightning storm, the ground crew is not able to reach us with the jet bridge right now, so we are going to have to give it about 20 minutes.
But you can get up during the 20 minutes, right?
Well, she immediately says, everyone, please, for your safety and for the legal, for our legal culpability, please stay seated and stay buckled. And then she looks at me and she says, it's okay.
Wow.
So now, right after this announcement, as people are like, I'm towards the front of the plane and the restrooms are in the very back. Yeah. So as people are strapping in and they're thinking about how they're going to be stuck here for 20 minutes, they've just learned while they wait for the ground crew, I have to strut past them like, that's right, folks. Not me. Not this special.
I'm a rabble-rouser.
Juice, I don't know how to tell you this.
3.5 minutes, I timed it. 3.5 minutes.
Huge.
These people must have, there is no way any of these people thought I was in there for number one. No way was that a number one amount of time that I was in the bathroom.
That's crazy, dude.
That's why, Justin, when you're walking back there, you just have to look everybody one by one in the eyes and say, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I've got a piss boy emergency.
Now, I think there was probably something in Justin's body language and the sort of meter of his gait that probably people saw that and immediately was like, damn, that dude's about to pop. Get him to the restroom.
I feel like if you looked in my eyes, you would have seen beyond the beyond. I feel like you would have learned the secrets of how the pyramids were assembled. Like just by looking. That's how deep into the horizon my awareness had peeled. I had peeled through the layers. I had to pee so bad that I was no longer a member of the society that we had all agreed on, right?
Yeah.
It only took this much before I was like, I think I'm going to leave society and pee my pants in the chair.
When you ascend and transcend Laszlo's traditional hierarchy of needs, and you reach the sort of piss orb that hovers above the pyramid, it's hard to like really relate with the thoughts and feelings of people who are still kicking it on the traditional hierarchy.
It's what they don't tell you that pissing your pants is an act of rebellion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It says that there is something going on right now in the current status quo that just isn't working for this guy.
For me.
So I'm just going to go ahead and make pissies.
And I do just want to say that Laszlo's hierarchy of needs that's Maslow's brother. And I didn't misspeak. He has a different hierarchy of needs. And
because number one on Laszlo's hierarchy of needs is not pissing your pants.
Not pissing your pants is very high on it. There's also like
keeping the people of Liberty City laughing. I mean, that's huge for Laszlo.
That's huge. Bro time is like big on his.
Yeah.
Just like a sort of amorphous bro time.
Not letting chips go stale.
Not letting chips go stale is huge for him. Tornadoes.
That's the whole base of his.
Tornadoes, he's just really into them.
And tomatoes.
Yeah.
Can we
Should we do a money zone?
I was about to suggest, God, you read my mind. It's amazing.